Welcome to the Creative Teacher channel. Today we're going to talk about online classroom games to improve students' listening skills. So these are fun, engaging, and easy to prepare games that you can use for your online classes. So let's start. The first game is called Simon Says. So for this game, the learners are asked to follow the teacher's instruction with the words Simon Says. So examples are Simon says touch your nose, or Simon says turn around twice, or Simon says stand on your right leg. Now for this game, it is important that the students would listen to the words Simon Says. Otherwise, if they followed the instruction without the Simon Says, then they will get a consequence from the teacher or from the facilitator. The second game is called Telephone Messages. So for the mechanics, the teacher chooses a student and asks him or her to give a message to another person. Examples are Jessica, can you tell Jack to raise his left hand? Or Mark, ask Amy if she likes broccoli. Or Danny, ask Ron how he feels today. Next game is called Drawing Pictures. For this game, you can give series of instructions for learners to draw, and they show the final picture at the end so everyone can compare. So examples are, you can ask them to draw a circle on the bottom of your paper, or draw 3 triangles above the circle, and then draw 2 squares inside the circle. Now for this game, you can modify the activity wherein you can also ask the students to write something. For example, you can ask them to write their name on the upper left-hand portion of their paper and then write their address below their name. Next game is called Opposites. For the mechanics, you can ask learners to think of opposites of sentences. Now you can modify this one wherein you can ask them to think of opposites of adjectives or phrases. If they're hard up with sentences, you can start with the easy ones. For example, the sentence is, the old man lives with his hard-working son. And then the student replies, the young woman does not live with her lazy daughter. So again, if this game is quite difficult for the students, you can modify the game wherein you can just ask them for adjectives and then their opposites. For example, long, and then they reply short, or you can ask them the opposite of the word tall or thick. Next is echoes. Now for this game, you can ask 2 students, and then one is the speaker and then the other one is the echo. The speaker says a word, phrase, or sentence. The echo must repeat what the speaker says. For example, the speaker says, hi Carl, how are you? And then the echo says, hi Carl, how are you? And then the speaker says, I'm great. And then the echo says, I'm great. So it's merely echoing what the speaker says. Next game is called I went shopping. For this game, you can start it by saying, I went shopping and I bought milk. And then the next student must repeat this sentence and add a new item. For example, the first student says, I went shopping and I bought milk. And then the second student says, I went shopping and I bought milk and eggs. And then the third student says, I went shopping and I bought milk, eggs, and cheese. For the variation, you can modify the place. For example, you can ask them, what they saw in the hospital. So you can start the sentence with I went to the hospital and I saw, or I went to the market and I saw, those kinds of sentence starters. Next game is odd one out. Now you can read 4 or 5 words and then the learner has to say which word is the odd one out. Examples. The choice of words are red, blue, yellow, circle, and green. And then the student answers circle because it's different from the group. Then the next choice is nurse, book, teacher, and policeman. And then the student says book. Do you have other games to improve students' listening skills? You can share them now by typing them in the comments section below. Now, if you're new to this channel, just click on subscribe and then hit the notification bell for updates. Thank you so much and have a nice day.